Hello, everybody. Welcome back into another edition of Prime Sports World. And today's episode, actually, we're bringing you a double dose of the Prime Sports World today. As first, we're going to be talking about All-Star Weekend, and then On Point Wrestling Entertainment will be previewing the Elimination Chamber shortly after this podcast wraps up. So keep an eye out for that content as we bring you 24/7 content. We're basically go live every single day, so please like, share, and subscribe as we go live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. You name it, we go there. We also have a myriad of streaming platforms if you do happen to miss us live. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and of course, iHeartRadio. So yeah, I'll share the link to that real quick. I'll also share the StreamYard link if you want to join us to talk a little NBA action, but please only show if you have knowledge of the National Basketball Association. I'm David Huffman. Right there is my co-host, Mr. TJ Hopkins. And TJ, All-Star Weekend, my friend. The All-Star Weekend feels like it used to be a much bigger deal than it is now, right?
Yeah, I don't care. I really don't. Like it's I don't know if it's like I just don't like you just said it like it used to be this big thing. It used to be this like it literally used to be an event. Like it was a 3 day event. No one cares about it anymore.
Well, I think the
Like
players, I think the players that are first time All Stars still care about the event, but yeah, I think it
that
has gotten.
well that goes without saying. But when you get guys that I just think I just think it's a lot that goes into it. I think fan voting has completely ruined it because that's just stupid. I think they have too much quote unquote say. I understand it's a game for the fans. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's really not. The play.
I will respectfully disagree with you because me and you have had this conversation a million times, but I have no problem with the fans having 50% of the vote as long as
I
it's evened out with 25 and 25 of the other side.
no because the
It doesn't
fans
necessarily feel like that, but
do dumb stuff that like vote bench warmers to all star games when they should literally just we know like that's why I say the fans shouldn't get 50% of the vote. The hoop like the players and the media no the players should have way more say than what they do because the players are actually playing. They see who putting in the work. The fact that John Morant and others had to get an all star nod because somebody got hurt
well, I
is
mean, those two guys were automatically going to be in the All Star game. They just happened to be like they got elevated to starter status. But I mean, Steph Curry has had a remarkable season. Who do you start John Morant over?
Steph's been hurt.
I mean, he's still having an incredible season. Like
He's been hurt.
he's putting up
He's
better
been,
numbers than when he was the
but he's
unanimous
been hurt.
MVP.
I don't care. He's been hurt. He's
Anyways,
been hurt.
we'll just get into the events here. We already had two events in the books. The celebrity game was on Friday.
Which no
Uh,
one cares about.
You're right, but DK Metcalf did win the Ruffles All-Star Celebrity MVP Award. They won that game 81 to 78. Team Dwayne Wade over Team Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith, I think, is the governor of Utah, something like that. Yeah, governor of Utah. And then we had the Rising Stars Challenge, which was won by Team Pau. Jose Alvarado was named the MVP. As he hit the game-winning three-pointer. I actually kind of like the way they've reformatted this particular game, giving the
Yeah.
four teams and having kind of do like the round robin. I actually think it made the game a lot more fun.
They play to what do they play to?
25. So you play the
25?
first game up to you play the first game up to 25, and then whoever gets to 25 first, they then play another game up to, or a 40. I'm sorry, 40. You get two games up to 40, and then the final game's up to 25.
Right. And it's like
And
they don't do the whole
I
they
like
don't
how
do
they
the whole
reformatted.
they don't do the whole combined score like no they didn't.
No,
We
no,
talked about
no.
this. What was this last year when they no not last year the year before
Right.
last when they
When they shook him
made
up,
the switch.
Team Powell consisted of Paulo Banquero, Benedict Mathurin, Jaden Ivey, Scotty Barnes, Jose Alvarado, Keegan Murray, and Andrew Nembhard. Pretty solid, stacked lineup. Team Deron
Yeah.
Williams, Franz Wagner, Jalen Green, Elbern Sengun, Trey Murphy III, AJ Griffin, Bones Highland, who's still currently on the Nuggets on this graphic that I'm looking at, but yeah, he's a Clipper. Walker Kessler and Ayo Dosunmu was an injury replacement for Jalen Green. For some reason, didn't play. Cheeky Jokey Noah, Evan Mobley,
Io
Josh Giddey.
Io didn't play. Io
No.
did play.
Jalen Green didn't play. That's why Ayo got in.
Oh.
Jalen Williams, Jeremy Shoshan, Quentin Grimes, Jabari Smith, Jalen Duran, and Tari Eason, and Jason basically was filled of people on the G League Ignite team. I don't know how to pronounce a bunch of these, but Scoot Henderson's but the name people know, and Kenny Lofton Jr., Mac McClone, who's going to be in the slam dunk contest, Scottie Pippen Jr. But yeah, I like how they've reformatted this particular event. In the way, I think it just makes it more entertaining. I had to work late last night, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. Did you get a chance to watch this event at all?
I ain't watched no because I don't care. Like it's just the luster. The luster is gone. The luster is
Well,
gone.
let's move into one of the events that are a little more fun. Here we got All Star Saturday night. Usually one of the big events. We got the skills challenge. We got the Antetokounmpos coming back with Alex Antetokounmpo, Giannis, and Giannis, and then the Jazz because they're hosting Jordan Clarkson, Walker Kessler, Colin Sexton, and then the rookies Paolo Banchero, Jaden Ivey, and Jabari Smith Jr. Going head to head.
Okay, the Antetokounmpo bros, like that was a cute story last year. Can they please stop riding the coattails of Giannis because that's all they're doing.
I agree with you. So team round one is the team relay, where they basically just compete when they run back and forth at a time relay. The team round two is a team passing event. Round three is a team shooting event. The skill basically that's how you win.
No,
Challenge point, tiebreaker, half court shot. Man, I was talking to a coworker of mine yesterday. I wish they would scrap this and bring back the shooting stars thing.
They might do that and bring back the actual skills challenge gauntlet where they have to where they had to weave through the thing, throw the different type of passes, shoot the mid range jump shot. Like this is, stop. The Antetokounmpo story was cute the first year. It was like all three brothers. That's adorable. But now it's just they are riding Giannis's coattails because Alex is unheard of in the G League.
He's like barely in the league.
And Thanasis, you're literally on the NBA roster because of your brother. Like that's it. That's all. Obviously, the whole city has to have a team in it because that's just disrespectful if they don't. He traveled, and the rookies, they could have went a lot of ways. They could have Bankero, Ivy. Jabari Smith. What's that? Pick 1, pick 2, and pick
1,
4?
3. No. So it's 5, 3, and 1. Because J.W. was 5. Because the Keegan Murray went 4, if you remember.
That's right. Like they could have went a lot of ways. They could have went a lot of ways with this with the rookie roster. But I'm with you. Like scrap. Like if you're gonna keep this format, you might as well bring back the shooting stars because that was actually entertaining, right?
I love the shooting stars.
And it did more involvement with the WNBA. So you had one NBA player, a WNBA player, and an NBA legend. That was fine.
I love that format. I for real wish they'd go back to that format. It was by far the more fun format. This is just the skills challenge, and I agree with you. I think the Antetokounmpo's, it was fun the first season they did it. I just don't care about it anymore. Like,
I don't care about it.
I want to see, like, why can't we see the who's the guys who was in that movie? They have 3 brothers that are in the NBA. What is their names? I'm gonna have to pull this up.
The Holidays?
Yeah, well, I mean that's another team. They have 1 second. He's in that damn movie or that damn TV show.
That's a lot. That's a great clue to go off of.
He's super recent.
Again, that's a great clue to go off of. That's really helping me out. That's really narrowing the field.
Okay, TJ. I don't remember right now. He played on the Celtics last year for a minute.
Yeah, he's in that damn TV show. Like, okay, that's a clue. That's great.
It's not coming to me. I mean, it's gonna piss me off later. I'm gonna think about it and be like, man, I wish I'd. It's not gonna come. It's not gonna come. Sometimes things just don't come.
Well, when I can imagine so when you give clues like he was in that damn TV show.
He's a big man. He's got 3 brothers that all play. They're all big men who can shoot.
Zeller? Plumlee?
No, I mean those two. Those are another family of the NBA. All of them are in the NBA. That's not them.
I don't know.
The Herman Gomez's. Thank you.
Jeez, like he's in that damn TV. Like, bro, that is a great clue. That is awesome.
Was it Juan Herman Gomez is in that?
Yeah, isn't it only 2 of them?
I think there's only 2 of them, right?
No, it's only 2.
Yeah, they got Willie Wancho, and I guess there's only 3. All right, fine. All right, fine, TJ. There's only 2.
It's only 2.
So it's like I guess it's not gonna work. All right. Willie and Juan Herman Gomez. All right, whatever. But yeah, I would like to see. I would like to see this event shaken up a little bit. It's just too stale for me right now. If you had to pick a winner, who do you think is going to
win? I'm gonna go with the rookies. I think the rookies win it. Because I think the every year it's like it comes down to the half court shot. It always like that's the wild card. right? That's the one wild card. Are you? Because all it takes is one lucky heave for it to go in. Obviously, you want to hit the half court shot as early as possible, and but I'm gonna go with the rookies because they actually have three dudes who are capable, like they can legit hit that shot. Like if Jabari Smith was to pull up from half court on some last second stuff, I would not be surprised that oh damn Jabari Smith Jr. hit a half court shot today. That was pretty dope. Walker Kessler, nah, not really known for his 3-point shooting,
Sure,
and
not known for that.
and neither Antetokounmpo brother is known for their 3-point shooting. So
None of them are. All three of them. None of them are
yeah,
actually
get on the
shooters.
court. And Alex
But
again
yeah,
is in the G
I'm
League
gonna,
doing
I'm
God
gonna,
knows what.
I'm gonna go with the rookies too. I am sort of thinking about the Jazz because they do have two point guards in this competition. I guess Colin's like technically a shooting guard. I guess poor Jordan Clarkson also technically a shooting guard, but they have more ball handlers on their team. But yeah, it's all about that half court shot. I think the rookies have the advantage. Speaking of shooting, 3-point contest. We got Tyrese Halliburton, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield, Kevin Huerter, Damian Lillard, Lauri Markkanen, Julius Randle, and Jason Tatum. And if you're curious, their 3-point percentages so far this season goes as follows. So Kevin Huerter, 39%, Tatum, 36%, Hero, 37%, Hield, 43%, Lauri, 41%, Halliburton, 40%, Lillard, 37%, and Julius Randle, who was a replacement for Anthony Simons, is shooting at 34% from the 3-point line. But as I mentioned in our group chat, kind of jokingly, he's shooting at like 40% from on the road. And technically this game will be on the road. So
Wah wah wah. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, this format's pretty simple. They have first round. The three highest players who move on, they go into the championship round. The three players compete, and whoever wins, there you go.
There you go.
Steph Curry, because this event is probably become the most. I think it's become the most fun to watch event out of all of the stuff going on in All-Star Weekend. Although I do really enjoy the All-Star Game now with that new format that's shaking that up. But this has become, because of the magnitude of the 3-point ball, this has really become the most fun event to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, because and we'll get to this when we talk about the dunk contest, the marquee names actually do this event.
Yeah.
Right. The marquee shooters actually participate in the 3-point shootout. Like, can you imagine a 3-point shootout, a 3-point contest where Steph Curry didn't do it or Klay Thompson didn't do it? Like the greatest shooter of all time doesn't do a 3-point contest. Can you imagine that? No, you can't.
No,
Kyle Korver did I don't know how many over the course of his career. Like I think JJ Redick did a couple. Like the marquee obviously like this is a situation of one of these things is not like the other, and the one of these things is Julius Randle because he's not like the others. Like,
how did they even pick him? Is it because he's already going to be there? Is like he's already going to be there? So, like,
I don't know. I really don't know. I think the notion that I don't even think it was Steph Curry that quote unquote ignited the 3-point contest. I think it was the year you had a guy like Kevin Love win it. Like
yes, Kevin Love did win it a year.
This 6'10" power forward going up against all these guards.
Karl-Anthony Towns won it last year.
And then it won last year. It was like a couple years. No, was it last year? No, it wasn't last year.
I think it was last year. I'm on it. Karl-Anthony Towns did. Karl-Anthony Towns did. Yeah. So the last 5 winners have been Devin Booker, Joe Harris, Buddy Hield, Steph Curry, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Kevin Love won when he was a member of the Timberwolves in 2012.
I know 2012, but it was like that was the first time it was like, hey, like we got a legit big, a power forward beat out all the guards, and I don't even think it was close. But that was also that one summer that was coming off the summer where him, Derrick Rose, and a bunch of other dudes, they worked out with Team USA for the first time, and they had their ass in the gym shooting 1,000 shots a day. Right? Because we also saw Derrick Rose 3-point percentage jump up from like the low 30s, to damn near 40%, and everybody's like, "Whoa, what?" Yeah, Kevin Love did the same thing. But this here, like if I had to pick a one, I don't. Everybody always says like it's different coming off the rack. Like it looks so simple. It looks so, but it's really not. Like it's everybody talks about how different it is, literally picking the ball off the rack and then shooting it versus coming off a screen or just literally catching the pass.
The motion that you're like your natural emotion is to catch and shoot like this. But if you had to go
Right.
and like,
but you got to go. You got to go to your side and then
pick it. So then like the motion is slightly changed, like from your normal shooting motion, as opposed to like catching and shooting it, like being at a base frame and just putting it up. You have to come back to center, grab a basketball, come back, and then realign yourself. Like I think it does. There are some changes, but yeah, most people, I think players have practiced enough where they get used to it.
Now, like beforehand, like the acclamation of like the Mountain Dew ball, like the little 4-point shot. It's like that's a relatively new phenomenon. Like that's only been added for the last. What would you say?
I think last year it was the only time that's ever had. That was the only one that's
been
in there.
I don't think. I think it's been like maybe like 3 years now. It's not.
I mean, maybe, but I just don't remember. I just don't remember that as well. But yeah, I remember for sure it was last year.
Because it's only a one-shot thing off this, and it's like two. It's two of them, but they're only one shot apiece, and they are huge because they are literally like, hey, if you down 4, they're worth 4, right? And then obviously you got the money ball rack. But if I had to pick a winner for this one, I think a sneaky. I think somebody that can sneak up on everybody is Kevin Herter, and that's weird saying that because he's one of the best.
As I just mentioned, he shoots at 39% from the 3-point line.
Like he's one of, like that's weird because like he's one of the top 3-point shooters in the league, and I think he's still falling under that Sacramento cloud. Sacramento Kings are like what, 4th in the West, and everybody's just like, yep. Everybody's just like, yep. Oh, they're still Sacramento. They're not paying them no attention. Kevin Herter is going to be. I'm stuck between Kevin Herter and Lowry. I think Lowry gonna put on the show for the hometown crowd because he has been absolutely phenomenal this year.
100%. So the question is, are you taking the two Indiana Pacer guys or the field?
I'm taking the field. I mean, I respect Buddy. I respect Buddy Hield. I respect Tyrese Halliburton. This is Halliburton's first one, right? Like everybody wants to. I think everybody overcompensates doing like their first time doing it because they want to put on a show. They want to impress. Like no one wants to be a first time participant in these events and have a poor show because that's all that people remember. Right? Like it's I
tend to agree with you on that.
We talk about the bad. We talk about the bad just as much as we do the good. So
yeah, you want to go out there and show out on your first 3-point contest. I'm actually gonna roll with Damian Lillard. I don't believe he's won one. I was looking at the past winners. I don't believe he's won one. It feels like this is his time to try to get one. I'm gonna go with Damian Lillard.
I remember the year he did all 5 events. Like he participated.
Yeah. Dunk contest.
Everybody.
All-Star game.
Everybody's like, "Oh, Damian Lillard doing all 5 events don't get talked about enough." Yeah, because he ain't win nothing. That's why.
It was all 5 events. He didn't win any of them.
Didn't win any of them, right? Like we could talk about him. Oh, that was pretty cool. He participated in all 5 events. Did he win anything? No. Did he finish top 3 in any of them? I don't remember.
I don't really know. So, let's talk about the second to last event. It's the slam dunk contest, and we got Trey Murphy, Jericho Sims, Mac McCullen, and Kenya Martin Jr. None of these guys play over 20 minutes a night, except for Trey Murphy. He's a real good player and a great shooter. He could win the 3-point contest if he was in it. But yeah, I mean, I'll just say this: it can't be worse than the event we had last year. It just can't be. Like last year was the worst slam dunk contest in the history of the event. It was even worse than that one where everybody was like on a team and then like it just ended. Remember, like John Wall, we thought we were gonna get
John Wall. Right.
We thought we were gonna get Paul George, and we're gonna get John Wall and Paul George to go head to head after they won the team dunk contest, and the event just ended. It was just over. We're like, oh, all right, well, that was cool. But yeah, let's these two guys. I don't really
Well,
know. I know Trey Murphy's really just a great basketball player, but these names are just not doing it for me when it comes to the dunk contest. Like, and I know John Moran has said that the cast incentive isn't enough for him to want to even pretend to even care about it, which he's probably right.
that's ridiculous. Like if that's what's stopping you, then you're never gonna do one.
No, I think I think we're out of the era where the top players in the league are going to be doing this contest. And I also think it's become like this stupid popularity contest. I mean, Aaron Gordon got robbed of a dunk contest a couple years ago, and he said he's never doing another one again.
Depending on who you ask, everybody depending on who you ask. If you look at his last dunk, the one where he went up and down like the double pump, if he does any of those mascot dunks last, he absolutely wins. But it's hard to top Zach LaVine doing a windmill from the free throw line and doing a between the legs dunk from the free throw line. That's tough. I don't care what you do. I really don't. Like if Aaron Gordon had a case for which dunk would have won him a dunk contest, it's the one where he cupped the ball from the mascot hand and dunked over him that way. The windmill one where the mascot is spinning on the hoverboard, yeah, that was tough. But the second one he did, that one was better. But again, Zach LaVine topped it when he went windmill from the free throw line and between the legs from the free throw line. That's tough.
Yeah. It was amazing. I don't really know what to expect out of these guys. I haven't really seen them do a lot of in-game dunking. I know that Mac has some crazy ones in the G when he was in college.
It was and it's cool. Like the thing I don't like is them promoting Mac McClung to the Sixers main roster so he can participate. I'm like, no, like just keep him with the G League team that puts eyes on the G League.
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
Right?
And I mean, doesn't the G League have their own dunk contest? Like,
I really don't know.
I think they do.
Like, they have their own all-star thing. Like they should. But if I'm
pretty sure they have their own dunk contest and all-star game.
Like you only putting me on this roster to do the dunk contest. Like we saw this years ago when Derrick Jones Jr. was doing the dunk contest, and he wasn't even on the Suns roster. He was with their G League affiliate at the time, and they promoted him to the main roster just so he could do the dunk contest. If I'm Matt McClung, you're only doing this just so I can do it, and then the minute All-Star Week is over,
they're gonna. I mean, he gets that nice payday, that nice regular NBA payday. So good for him, I guess. Jericho Sims, I've seen in game. He's got stupid bounce. Kenny Martin Jr. has some really good. His family. He's obviously his father was the first overall pick. But who's gonna win?
Yeah, Mac McClung, like his high school mixtape was crazy. He gets he gets lost in the shuffle in college because he goes to what used to be a basketball powerhouse in Georgetown. Georgetown has been down bad the last decade now, and that sucks because I just think Georgetown is scared to go outside of the John Thompson family. What I mean by that is Big John Thompson, he coached them for like 40 years. Then his son coached them. Now Patrick Ewing coached them. Patrick Ewing went to Georgetown and played under John Thompson.
Yeah.
So like I think the minute they decide to deviate from the Thompson family tree, so to speak, is when Georgetown to get back to. It's gonna take a minute. It really is, because if I have to choose between a Big East school, I got Villanova. I got so many. I just got Villanova, right? Boom.
even though they're having a sort of down season this year, but yeah, I think another thing that's really gonna be big here. Make your dunk on the first attempt every single time. Like I just need to have that energy
I think that's what it is too. Like the year that we see people miss 10, 12, 14 attempts, and it's like after the first few, it's like, oh well, we know what you're trying to do. We're just waiting on you to
yeah,
make it
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. So
And so it's like, how the hell do you miss 15 dunks and you still get a 50?
well, I mean, at least they made it so you can only have like 3 or 4 attempts now. So, in the time limit. But who wins the dunk contest if you had to pick somebody?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Kenyon Martin Jr.
I'm gonna take Jericho Sims. I know he had a couple really crazy dunks in the summer league. The dude can really hop. I think he'll find a way to incorporate some, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson. I think he'll have some fun with it. Give me Jericho Sims to win the slam dunk contest.
I mean, it all depends on it also like your creativity. How do you?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
Kenyon Martin, I imagine that he's gonna have his dad involved, which could be really cool.
why? Why? Like, you ain't gotta. Don't assume that. Kenyon
I'm
Martin could
assuming
be like. Kenyon Martin could be like, I ain't trying to do that. No, forget that.
okay. I'm gonna fine. His dad won't be involved. So, I mean,
Because
and then
I don't even remember Kenyon Martin ever doing the dunk contest. Like he might have. So yeah, forget that.
I just think his dad's gonna throw him a lob or something. I think his dad's gonna be involved.
Like again, the image that's now being floated around of the quote unquote dream dunk contest. It's Zach LaVine, Zion, and Aaron Gordon. But to like you already said, Ja Morant is like, oh, I'm not getting paid enough to do this. I'm like, there used to be a time where that didn't matter.
Yeah, I think also it's like a rite of passage. Like if you're going to be a star player in the NBA, you used to always do the dunk contest. It was kind of like like it was kind of the next step. Like,
And you know who I blame?
Kobe did it. Vince Carter did it.
You know who I blame for that? It's LeBron.
100%.
It's his fault. It's 100%.
Yeah.
Because you can't sit there and say I'm doing the dunk contest next year, put my name in, and then all of a sudden next year comes up. Hey, Brian, you doing that dunk contest? Nah. What?
Yeah, I 100% agree with you that it's LeBron James' fault.
It's his fault.
And moving on to the All-Star game, we're gonna be have some fun here, TJ. You're Team Giannis. I'm gonna be Team LeBron. We're gonna pick our All-Star team just because we don't have a way, because there's no roster set up at this point, so we don't know what teams. We can't predict nothing, so we're just gonna have some fun. You wanted to have some fun?
Sure.
All right, man. Let's go. Also, I don't know if you heard the news. They're actually going to do the reserves before the starters when it comes to the actual draft. Have you heard the reason that they're doing that?
No.
They don't want anyone to be the last pick. So they're going to have they're going to have the reserves get picked before the starters, so nobody feels like they're the last pick. That's real. That's the real reason.
What?
That's the real reason. No fooling. That's the 100% real reason.
Okay. So
yeah,
this cupcake Charmin. Oh, we don't want to. We don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Do you really think these dudes care if they're the last pick? You know what?
I'm just telling you that's the reason. But we're not going to be doing. We're not doing that here at Prime Sports World. We're picking the starters first, and then we'll pick the reserves.
Check it out. Check it out. If I'm picked first or if I'm picked last, guess what's still next to my name? All-Star.
All-Star. Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you, the reason that Adam Silver chose that the reserves are going to get picked first before the starters is so there's no like quote unquote last pick. Let's start. You want to pick first or you want ball? TJ.
Go ahead. You pick first.
I get pick. I'm Team LeBron and I get pick. All right, let's go. I need somebody who's going to be a big man. I'm going to take Jokic. TJ.
Give me Doncic. Give me Luka. I'm not giving you Luka. I'm not giving you Luka and Joker on the same team. That's just illegal.
Well, you left me Ja Morant, so I'm gonna take Ja.
You can have him. Take Ja. Give me Joel. Give me Embiid.
Ooh, Joel Embiid, Giannis, and Luka. Ooh, that's tough. That's real tough. I'm gonna take. So I got LeBron, I got Jokic, I got Ja. I need a stretch. So I'll take Lauri Markkanen.
Me Tatum.
Tatum. I'm gonna take Kyrie. I just like having him next to LeBron. There's my starting five.
And that leaves me with Mitchell. Right?
Donovan Mitchell. So your starting lineup in the All-Star game: Giannis, Luka, Embiid, Tatum, and Donovan Mitchell. I got LeBron, Lauri Markkanen, John Morant, Nikola Jokic, and Kyrie Irving.
I
Let us
like
know down
mine
in the
better.
comments.
I like
I
mine
like
better.
mine better. Let us know down in the comment section who you think is better. TG, we'll flip this up, so I'll let you have the first pick when it comes to reserves. Who do
Man,
you want
where
as your
is
top?
where is he at? We need Izzy to be the deal breaker. I like my I like
Uh,
mine better. I'm just throwing it out
we,
there.
we could use Izzy right now, but reserve pool. I'll let you go. I'll let you have the
My
first pick.
first pick in the reserve pool. I don't like none of y'all. I'm just playing. My first pick in the reserve pool gotta be give me SGA.
Oh man, I like him like that. I'm gonna go Halliburton. I'm taking Halliburton. The top reserve.
Okay. I'm gonna go Sabonis.
Bonus. Former. You took the former pacer and the now pacer. I'm taking Bam out of bio.
Cute. Uh, give me flip a coin. Give me Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown. I don't know for sure he's going to play or not. It doesn't matter in this format. I wish I kind of had a simulator where I could just like throw this into some sort of simulator and figure out who would win. But I don't honestly don't have that right now. Um,
They don't have it
uh,
either. So like they don't have
uh,
it either.
I'm going to take Paul George.
Okay.
Of course I did, right? Of course I took Paul George.
I'm gonna go with the Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. Okay. I think this is where it gets tough. I'm going to take Pascal Siakam.
Give me DeMar.
DeMar DeRozan going to TJ. I'm going to take Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Fresh off winning the 3-point contest, he's going to dominate in the All-Star game.
Jesus Christ. Give me. So let's see. I got Joel. I got Giannis. Sabonis. Give me Jackson.
Triple J. All right. So to me now, I think I'm good on the big, so I'll take Ant-Man. So it leaves Drew Holiday and Julius Randle. TJ, who's going to be the final pick in our
Drew
mock
Holiday.
NBA All-Star? Drew Holiday? All
Drew
right,
Holiday.
Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday. That means I'm stuck with Julius Randle. There we go. But yeah, that's our squad. So Team Giannis, aka Team TJ, is Giannis, Luka, Embiid, Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, and then he's got SGA, Jalen Brown, Domantas Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, DeMar DeRozan, Jaren Jackson, and Drew Holiday. On my team, I got LeBron, Lauri Markkanen, John Morant, Nikola Jokic, and Kyrie Irving. And then on the other side, I got my reserves. I got Julius Randle, Paul George, Bam Adebayo, Tyrese Halliburton, Ant-Man, Damian Lillard, and Pascal Siakam. But yeah, let's see if Izzy's around watching the show right now. Let's just 1 second. I don't know if I can get a hold of him. What is he usually doing on a Saturday?
He's probably with his kid.
Yeah,
I know his.
probably.
I know his son. I know his son. I think his son do basketball on the weekends. So
Well,
don't worry about it.
we will submit this to Izzy, and we'll let him decide who ends up winning this mock draft. If you have down in the comment section, let us know who you think is who the better assembled team is when it comes to this lineup. Let's do the final segment of the day. NBA conversation, GOAT talk. This is the NBA trade deadline edition. We just had the NBA trade deadline here for the National Basketball Association in the past week. So we're going to talk about two players that were traded at their respective trade deadlines. Actually, one of these players was traded twice on two different trade deadlines. But yeah, this is GOAT talk. This is where we get some shine to some players that didn't necessarily get the shine that they deserve while they were in their league. So we're going to do that now. First player. He went to let's see, where is it? College. He went to Minnesota. 95. He played from 97 to 2009. He was drafted in the first round in the 23rd overall in the first round by the Seattle Supersonics. Okay, TJ.
Mm-hmm.
He played on Denver, Minnesota, Sacramento, Memphis, New Orleans, the Houston Rockets, and the Sacramento Kings. He was a one-time Sixth Man of the Year. He was an NBA All-Rookie Team. He was consensus second-team All-American. He was a Big Ten Player of the Year. He was traded in 2008 and part of a package that sent the Rockets. The Rockets traded Mike James and Bonzi Wells to the Hornets. The Hornets traded Bobby Jackson. Oh man, I just gave it up. Adam Ahuzula and a second-round pick to the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies traded the rights to Serge Levitsky in 2004. His career points: 9.7 points a game, 3.1 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game. Obviously, I just gave up who this player was. Would you have known it if I hadn't said it?
Well, it's Bobby Jackson.
It is Bobby Jackson.
Well, probably not, because usually when you do a trade like this, I already give you the names and who was traded and where they went. Like, I never make you guess the player. Like, but it's cool. Yeah, but Bobby Jackson was like the early, what was it, 2K? No, go. Who's the other guy?
Okay, let's do the other guy real quick. The other guy played from 91 to 2003. He was a first-round pick by the Golden State Warriors, 16th in 1991. What
was those years again?
91 to 2003.
Okay.
So he played for the Golden State Warriors, the Miami Heat, the Dallas Mavericks, New Jersey Nets, Milwaukee Bucks, Orlando Magic, Denver Nuggets, Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, and then he played Russia for a while. He was an NBA All-Star in 1997. He was a two-time All-Sun Belt Player of the Year, and he was a first-team All-Sun Belt while he was in college. He averaged 10.3 points per game. He averaged 5.3 rebounds. He averaged basically 1 assist per game. He won a bronze with the national team for the United States in 1990, and then he won a silver in the Goodwill Games in 1990 in Seattle. He was traded in 1996 in a package that sent Tim Hardaway to the Miami Heat, and in 1999 he was part of a package that sent the Sam Cassell to the Milwaukee Bucks.
So Sam Cassell, before he went to the Bucks, was that Memphis? No, it was at Memphis. He played in Houston because that's where
he was on. So he was on Brooklyn. Sam Cassell and this player were traded to the Bucks.
91 to 03. Who is this?
You don't have a guess?
David? Who is it?
It is Chris Gatling, actually.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Chris Gatling, an NBA, who played in the NBA for a long time, was a one-time All-Star in 1997. His best season was in 1996-97 as a member of the Dallas Mavericks, where he averaged basically 20 points per game.
Yeah, but Bobby Jackson, like, I think it was like 2K, I think it was like 2K5 when he was on the Kings. I love that Kings roster. Like, they were...
I love that Kings roster, too.
It was him. It was Stojakovic, Chris Webber. They were just nasty. They just ran into. They always just ran into better teams.
Yeah, that's true. It's just the way it crumbles sometimes.
Like, man.
I will take Bobby Jackson as well. Izzy is watching the show right now, so let's bounce back to our mock NBA All-Star draft, and let's Izzy take us who he thinks has the better assembled team. He's watching in the comments section. Izzy, CEO of Prime Sports World. Let's take a look at TJ's team. He's got Giannis, Luka Doncic, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, and Donovan Mitchell. His reserves are SGA, Jaylen Brown, Domantas Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, DeMar DeRozan, Triple J, and Drew Holiday. On my team, I have Team LeBron. I got LeBron, Lauri Markkanen, John Morant, Nikola Jokic, and Kyrie Irving. My reserves are Julius Randle, Paul George, Bam Adebayo, Tyrese Haliburton, the Ant-Man, Damian Lillard, and Pascal Siakam. So, Izzy, let me know down in the comment section or let us just know in the group chat who do you think has the better squad. But yeah, that's been the crossover for today. We're going to be breaking down some stuff as the NBA starts at their second half of the season. We're going to talk about the Celtics taking off the interim tag. We're going to talk about that on Wednesday. So keep an eye for all that content. And TJ, are you excited for the XFL that starts today or tonight and tomorrow?
Yeah, I wanted to I wanted to touch on that real quick because this is the second year in a row. This is the second year in a row where spring football is a thing, and ESPN, who is promoting both, by the way, I believe.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, football's over." Da, da, da. I'm like, "No, you idiots! You have a deal with the XFL. How the hell?" Like it's like it shouldn't be what you call it. This today, the opening day should not be the first time people are hearing about the XFL. Like and they wonder why spring football doesn't work.
Yeah, because they don't do a good job promoting it. I mean, if you found a way to promote it successfully, the Rock's been doing a really good job promoting the XFL, actually. So, I mean,
Izzy, come on, Izzy, come on. But we both get an A. What is that? What is that? What is that? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I wanted you to put if these two teams went head to head, who would win? Tell us right now.
Mine.
Nah, it's mine. It's mine. Get out of here.
Luka, Mitchell, Giannis, Tatum, and Embiid, bro. Mine.
Give me it. I'm rolling with mine, man. We'll be back here on Monday. We're gonna break down. Oh, TJ. Oh,
thank you. Thank you.
Hey, we'll see you guys back on Monday. I will see you guys here in a few minutes as we're gonna be breaking down the Elimination Chamber. That is also tonight. Can't wait, man. But yeah, we'll see you later. And TJ, what we do hit the prime, my friend?
We bring the heat, and I want false spring to like stay spring. Hey,
it's beautiful outside right now in Fort Wayne, dude. For real. I'll see you later, brother.
He said your starting lineup needs some milk, David. What does that mean?
We will see you guys. We will see you all here in a few minutes. Peace.